Today, Precarious plays Transistor.
Whoops, up, eep. Up, packet.
Those are the cube lights, by the way.
What, where? Oh, those?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. I love them.
So have I explained how functions function?
No, not truly, no.
You have 4 active functions, each bound to a base button.
Mm-hmm.
When you use them in turn, they just deplete energy from your turn meter. I don't think I'm starting in the right place. No, you know what is more interesting about the functions, I would say? It's actually what happens before the fight actually starts.
Mm-hmm.
So let me find an access point so I can give you a clearer example. Each of these icons represents a different power that you have. So a quick, cheap, low damage power that also has a bit of a debuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
A long range, heavy hitting thing with a long windup. A quick, zappy sort of AoE ability.
Mm-hmm.
A short range dash, a projectile that bounces. A sort of summonable prop that will explode when damaged.
Right.
That just has a long casting time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the basic functionality of each of these. But you can also use every one of these to upgrade all of the others.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff on screen.
No, multiplication just happened. So, for example, let me give you a really easy one, right?
Okay.
So I like to put like my power move, like my big damage dealer on Y.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put bounce on there because it has respectable base damage and it has a low turn planning cost.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to put breach in its upgrade slot.
And is this the type of activity that delivers you story?
Yes.
Ah!
It's not as crazy as it could be because it's very general.
Mm-hmm.
You only have to use every power in each slot once to unlock the full story associated with that power. They could have gone a little further. Maybe if they wanted to guide play in a more specific direction, they could have said like, oh, well, these 2 characters are associated in the story, so you have to specifically use these 2 powers together, right? Like,
right.
You need to use... So probably the easiest example is you get one story for using breach actively, another for using it as an upgrade, a third for using it as a passive, but then you also can get a 4th by using it specifically as an upgrade or having it be upgraded by crash.
Mm-hmm.
Because crash and breach, your first 2 powers, they are associated with red and the transistor itself.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put breach in the bounce upgrade slot, and it is going to increase the range to 160% of its base value, and the jump range. And the reason why is because they all have a couple of keywords that are sort of associated with them that conveys like the thematic, like the themes and mechanics behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So breach it is extensive and penetrating. So you can generally count on it to upgrade other powers in a way that will either, like, it increases the range, it lets it penetrate targets, it penetrates defenses.
So wait, how many functions do you get? Maybe I don't want to play this game. Maybe it's enough that you're playing it.
Well, to be perfectly honest, it is a very exciting system. I don't want to sell it short.
Yeah.
It is a very exciting system, but pretty quickly you get to the point where you can sift. You can sift pretty easily, you know what I mean?
So there are... Okay. Yeah, so it's easy for you to make these decisions. You're not comparing things for so long.
Yeah, because I don't know if I have an example right now. Actually, if we had Switch, I could show you a ton of examples, because Switch turns process enemies to your side briefly. Having that be a rider on various powers.
Oh.
Not as...
Get ready to get jumped. Or not. Let's not stick around.
Well, come on, man. Clear messaging, please. Am I about to be murdered or not?
It's a sword.
Hey, what is that?
Probably something flying above? And casting a shadow? I don't know.
Wish we could just sit and watch the world go by.
Ghosts.
I wonder if that's a little bit of Dark Souls flavor. Like, I wonder if that's... if, like, somebody else is playing this? I just wasn't aware of this game having any online functionality like that.
No, but look at him go, though.
I know that there's... I mean, I guess that would make enough sense. Let me see if I can go back through...
Something?
I did? So by inspecting the functions and then going to details, you can see your use rate compared to the global use rate, which is just sort of cute.
Yeah.
It might give someone an incentive to either sort of accept it as implicit advice or to rail against the machine.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't this the type of screen that you just completely break trends for? I mean, do you remember when you were, was it Monster Hunter?
You didn't even blink.
And you were like, I'm gonna see how many people play with my weapon.
Yeah,
and you were like, oh no.
I talked to an elder and found out that all of my weapons are in the bottom half. Yeah, I do not play Monster Hunter World with popular weapons.
Yeah.
But that just emboldened me.
Yeah. Well, and they're like, it's not something you came to lightly. You weren't just like, oh, I guess I'll try this. You're like, I love this. I love everything about this. And this is my second favorite one. Love everything about this one. And the elder's like, ooh, boy, you're weird.
Kid, I've got some bad news.
Or some good news if you're
tasteless.
a fan of being unique. Not in the bottom two, in the top two. For being odd.
Okay, well, hold on. I've got a quick Monster Hunter World Iceborne problem that I want to air.
Yeah.
I liked Light Bowgun before it was meta, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I did. I weirdly got my feelings hurt because it's hard. It's hard having one of the elders tell you, like, yeah, kid, I mean, Light Bowgun, it's like 14 out of 14.
Yeah, no one uses that.
I don't think it was that low. I think Hunting Horn might have been lower, but it was definitely like bottom 5, you know?
Yeah.
So it's hard using light bowgun and seeing like, no, it's good. It's good. I swear you guys are you're not using it right. Everybody wants to be a big damn hero. And if you use it to just be supportive, and if you use it to like keep an eye on the battlefield and play the multiplayer game with other people instead of turning it into a weird contest.
Yeah, I never liked that bit.
If you do that, then it's a great weapon. Light bowgun was a great weapon before rapid fire sticky became a thing, or before sticky 3. There are some mathletes on the internet that are constantly debating the merits of rapid fire sticky and sticky 3, which is probably a bunch of fucking nonsense to you, but it's a big deal. It's a big damn deal.
It's Nyla.
Oh, go back.
Everybody said
Nope,
she split
no time.
gold
I'm going to save them all for
I just wanted to look at the pictures.
when we unlock all the stories.
Oh, delayed gratification. No. No, I don't want it.
Nah, you know what? I think I might try. This plus bounce. What does it do in that order? Number of jumps. Spark will ricochet from its point of impact, causing a secondary impact. Sure. And I think I'm just going to try load on its own. Very briefly, I do want to point out that let me unplug it and then plug it back in so I can give you the exact description.
Oh my gosh.
So remember how I said that there was a way to overcome that turn limitation where once you left turn, a bunch of your functions are disabled? Using Jaunt as a passive lets you use functions during turn recovery.
Oh, dirty.
And I don't know how I feel about that. It makes me wonder if you ever get additional copies, because Jaunt just seems a little too multifaceted, you know? It kind of gives me like Materia vibes from Final Fantasy VII Remake, where there are just some functions that I wish that they were less multifaceted, that they were further subdivided, just so that way the developer might feel comfortable giving you access to more of them at once.
Yeah.
Dang, I think this might be the first boss battle. How are we doing?
Before that,
Yeah.
we have about a minute left or so.
I think we can chill here and do this.
Okay, but I want to know why your face is on every surface.
Because she is a big deal.
I mean, I guess.
I think I might have accidentally downplayed. So, from my perspective, because I respect this character as an artist, I said that like her singing didn't really matter. It was like the message I think that Red probably thinks that the message is more important than the actual medium through which it is conveyed, which is why I said that. I think she's also just a hot, famous singer.
Oh, okay. So this is like a pop star?
No, I think that you were closer the first time.
A blues singer?
Yeah, once we have a passive slot, we can get quite a bit more information on Red. With the Crash story.
Yeah.
I just realized that her power is called Crash, and she did not gracefully stop using that motorcycle from before.
Stop. Park is not one of her functions.
Right. That's really good.
It was not, but thank you.
No, I just, as soon as you said it, I imagined like Park, parenthesis.